So when you think of fitness trackers, you're most likely thinking of some sort of Garmin or Fitbit. It's small, it has a screen, and it's very noticeable, and it does its job for tracking your steps and workouts. The Amazon Halo Band is essentially just that, a fitness tracker, but without the screen part. Now, when I first used it just about 2 months ago, and still to this day, I still look at it occasionally thinking that it's going to show the time or something. Even an 8-bit display would have been acceptable and would have been plenty to make this feel a little bit more high-tech. But the whole purpose of the Amazon Halo Band, it seems, is to be invisible. Now, it counts your steps just like any fitness tracker should, and it is very accurate. The way it tracks your activity isn't from you pressing your workouts. It fills up a circle bar versus you pressing in what workout or activity you're doing, as naturally without any sort of display, you can't make that action. Now, this means the Amazon Halo Band isn't really good for calorie tracking or anything like that, as it just gives you general broad idea of how active you are and how you should be. But it does have some unique things that no one else brings. First off is the body scan. That's what they advertise the most here. The body scan is using your phone to take pictures of yourself without a shirt, and from different angles and your weight size, it calculates a rough BMI and makes a 3D model of your body, which can show the changes over time and a rough estimate of what you're going to look like at certain weights. I actually find this really sweet, but it also makes you feel very uncomfortable taking off your shirt if you're on the bigger side like myself. But it does work pretty well, and honestly, I can attest for how accurate it is to predict body types at way lower weights because, quite frankly, I haven't hit those weight goals yet. Now, there are a few weird things about the Amazon Halo Band. Right now, it's invite only. You have to send a request to Amazon to get the device. That's odd enough. And it's around $70 right now, with a expected retail price of $100 when it fully releases, if it ever does. But it also does this thing where it wants a subscription from you. Now, subscription program for your watch is really odd, but it's just like Fitbit's premium program and Garmin's as well, where they have a subscription service based off how you should be eating and drinking and workouts that can be given to you through the app. And there are videos to watch on the Amazon Halo Band app to do workouts and stuff like that they do give you. So you're getting something with the subscription, but after the first 6-month free trial that you get, it's kind of hard to say if you're going to keep this subscription or it's just going to become a paperweight in total, unfortunately. Now, the last big thing on the Amazon Halo Band is tone. Now, this has a microphone that listens to you, typical Amazon fashion with listening to your voice the whole time. But you can opt in and or out, and you can mute it, or you can tell it with a double click to analyze this certain conversation. It doesn't record your conversations or anything like that as far as they tell us, but it does dictate what your tone is and what your mood is based off modulations of your voice and whatever algorithm and stuff that they're using to calculate this. It is mildly useful. You're like, oh, at 2 p.m. I was dismissive, I was rude to people. I didn't think I came off that way. It has those neat little things that you find once in a while from looking at the Tone app to see your history of what your moods were at certain parts of the day. And it really gives you a think over on how people might have perceived you in a certain conversation that you're just trying to talk about. The downside of the Tone app, though, is just that you don't always remember what you were talking about that time or that part of day. So it's hard really to use that for useful information versus just an overall how happy, sad, angry, dismissive you are. And it's not too exact as your voice goes into 4 major categories, which compile just about every mood you can think of. However, when it comes to the tone feature, you may not want to use it as it cuts your battery life significantly, anywhere to 2 to 1 day of battery life. If you keep tone off, this thing lasts a week or so, which for what this is exactly what you want, because the Amazon Halo Band isn't your watch, it's just a fitness tracker that you forget about, that you can change whatever band you want on it to fit a certain outfit, and you just never think about it being there, and you can just check your app whenever you want to see what's going on. So this thing lives or dies based off the battery life you're getting. If you use the tone feature, which is neat, you're gonna have to charge it every other day on its proprietary charger, which isn't that convenient to use. But if you don't have it and you just use it for a heart rate monitor, step tracker and just general fitness tracker as it is, then this thing's very useful as it just disappears off you and you never have to think about it, and you're not having a constant screen blow up in your face, which is especially good for sleep tracking. Now, this has sleep tracking just like other fitness bands, but the benefit of it is obvious. You don't have a screen lining up every once in a while if you're turning around and moving it in accidental touches. That just doesn't happen. So this just has a unique advantage over other fitness trackers by being more dumb in a smart way. So my recommendation for the Amazon Halo fitness band is simply this. If you're looking for a fitness band that just disappears, you never have to think about it, you don't have to look about it, and it just gives you your sleep data, your sleep tracking, your heart rate, and stuff like that, this is great for that. If you want it to work a bit of a smartwatch with notifications and a clock and other nice necessities and more in-depth workout tracking, this is obviously not the place to go. But do keep in mind, many things may change about this watch, as this is more of an early access that I have with the Amazon Halo band. So there may be more features on launch that I have not witnessed or got to test out. But if that does happen, I will pin a comment with the update down below. And if you have any more questions, please comment down below. I actually do check the questions here regularly. I have a lot more videos coming up. I hope you liked the video, and please subscribe if you want to see more. I'll catch you next week. See you later.